this spirit spoon for this one.
A homemaker in the kitchen, pots clinking, cooking up love flavors, never shrinking. She adores her man, feeds him like a king. Her heart in the meals, that's where the magic's been. Her love on the stove, passion in every bite. Culinary queen, her love's cuisine, hearts intertwined in a dish is serene. Cooking up joy, happiness, fresh green, filling their souls and love supreme.
For breakfast this morning, I'm having cowboy bacon, a hash brown, some of that luncheon meat that you get in a can. I actually cooked it up in the bacon grease, and a lemon square for my Advent. Happy December! If you watch my channel, you know that I went through my pantry lately and rotated my products. And this is the stuff that I need to eat up. This is my best before stuff that I need to eat up sooner than later. So I have this table here full of stuff that I'm planning on eating during this month and probably next month. So I'm going to pick a few things out of here today and I'm going to make dinner with that. I'm not too sure exactly what I'm going to make yet, but I'm also going to pull something out of the freezer as well. Okay, so here we go. So I picked this up last month in one of my $40 grocery hauls, and I froze it. So this is a pork loin center roast, so I'm going to put that in the crock pot today. And I took these 2 cans off of the table. So I got mixed beans and seasoned French-style cut green beans. I bought this recently, and I thought, well, I'm going to use it because I think this would be good on top of everything once it's done. And we got to use up these tomatoes that I picked up on the reduced rack last week. So this is what I'm going to be doing today. A nice crock pot meal. So I'm going to put that roast in the crock pot on low for 4 hours. And I'm going to cook it alone. So just a little bit of salt and pepper on it. And then I'm going to do the rest later on today. Now this packet of Clubhouse caramelized onions and bacon, I'll do that on the side later on, and I'll just pour it on top of the pork loin. And the mixed beans with the seasoned green beans and tomatoes, I'm going to make some kind of concoction with that as a side. Yeah. So I'm not going to add this in the crock pot. I'm just going to add the meat in the crock pot so the meat's nice and tender for this beautiful caramelized onion and bacon gravy. I'm really interested in finding out how good this really is. And I have milk. Jay bought milk for coffee. So we have milk this week. Okay, so this month, what I'm planning on doing with my groceries is, last month and the month before, I was doing a $40 challenge where I was only spending $40 for me and Jay. This month, I'm kind of going to do the same thing, but if I go over, because it's the Christmas season and there's extra things I might want to buy, it will be okay. But I'm going to try to stick to a $40 budget a week. Not necessarily hardcore like last month. But, yeah, I'm going to try to eat out of the pantry a lot more. I want to empty out that table. I want to get rid of some stuff in the freezer that's been sitting in the freezer for a while. Try to really hunker down on buying as much, you know. So just eat more so from the pantry and the freezer. But I still want to buy some stuff at the grocery store, of course, because that's my outing each week. And, well, it's the season, so there might be some good specials. Hopefully, there might be some good specials. But I'm going to try to put a budget of $40 a week. I'll try to not overspend it, but we'll see. But I will be definitely eating more stuff from my pantry and my freezer. So I'm going to give you a little idea of what I can make this month. So we got some yellow split peas, so I can make a nice batch of split pea soup. You know, I still have these stir fry noodles, so I can make like beef broccoli stir fry. I have a broccoli in the freezer, and I got meat in the freezer, so I can make that. Got some stuffing. I have some stuffing mix in a container. It's the last one. There's no more in that one, so we can use that. Actually, maybe make a meatloaf or something. Chia seeds, 2023. I don't know if those are good anymore. I'll have to check. I don't think they are. But yeah, tapioca bread. I bought this a while back and I haven't made it yet, so I am sure it might be good. I haven't tried it yet. So maybe make a tapioca bread. Coconut flour, that'll be good for my baking. Jalapeno slices in a jar that hasn't been opened yet. You can put that on pizza even, or some kind of sauce. We got gnocchis. It's hot, so we got some gnocchis. Potato gnocchis. Now, here's the thing about the potato gnocchis. They're very high in carbs, and I'm a diabetic. So 25 grams of carbs for 1/6 of the package. So I'm thinking, do I want to give it to charity or give it to someone that eats it? Possibly. Or I could make it into a soup or something and not eat as many of them, but add more vegetables. Something I could do with that. I haven't decided yet. So there's 2 packages of that. I have some pineapples. Oh, that's dusty. I have some pineapples, so I can make a dessert with that for Christmas time. Maybe an upside down cake or something. Pineapple upside down cake. Oranges in a can. Mandarins in a can. Clementines. Is that clementines? Mandarins in a can. So mandarins in a can with Jello, maybe. Yeah, that sounds good. Or make some muffins. Red sour pitted cherries. So I was thinking about making a cheesecake this year for Christmas time. So I might make a cherry cheesecake and use these cherries. These are actually really good. I've had some before and I like them. This is some fake meat shit some dry meat that Jay bought. He wanted to do some survival thing with it or try it to see if it tastes good. He could do whatever he wants with that. Granola. Okay, pumpkin seed granola. I'm going to use that with my yogurts. Finish that off. Make parfaits. Like, there's tons of stuff, guys. Tons of stuff. Coconut, milk, cream of chicken, so I can make some kind of casserole. Get all these packets for dinners and stuff that I can make. We've got some lemon meringue fillings, so I can make a lemon meringue pie for Christmas time. Couscous. So I could do something with the couscous, of course. Couscous. Okay, definitely going to do something with the couscous. Mashed potatoes, always a good side. This, I think I'm going to make a sauce with these tomato pastes. Yeah. Like, there's more stuff underneath there, but I don't want to get to it right now because we'll have to lift all this stuff. But pastas. Ugh. I don't like my pastas. I'm trying to watch my carb and my sugar intake, especially during the month of December. Because there's a lot of desserts that come out, eh? And I'll try to be a good girl. Mac and cheese in the box. That has to be eaten by January 29th. In January 2025. Well, best before, so it's still good for a year. Same with the lentils. So that's just something I'll add in the crock pot. Polenta, so I can make a polenta lasagna. So there you go. That's just stuff that I had up here this month that I could use up for meals this month. And I think I could make up some pretty good stuff. And hey, there it is. Oh, that's one of Bella's presents for Christmas. I'm trying to hide it from her. Because if she sees it, she'll fucking grab it. And she's not allowed in the pantry without my permission, so. There, she can't get it up here. So I started decorating. It's the beginning of December, so it's time to put up the Christmas tree. Not quite finished yet. Still have quite a bit to do, but not very much. Just going to put a couple more things in the kitchen. and I'll be done. That's my Christmas tree this year. Nice and simple. I want to keep it simple. Jay wanted to keep it simple. So. Nice and simple. So this year I made sure to have all my Christmas shopping done by December 1st, and I achieved it. I didn't want any stress in December. I wanted to make it as simple as possible because for me, December is the most stressful time of the year. I'm making it as easy as possible this year. Nice and easy. Okay, so the pork loin is done. I sliced it down the middle. And yeah, it's ready. So I'm going to slice it up and I'm going to put it in a casserole dish for now because it's still pretty early in the day. It's only 1:30 in the afternoon. So we'll have it tonight for supper with that caramelized onion and bacon gravy. Yum, yum. So one of the things I had on that table, that best before table, is these mashed potatoes in a box, home style. So I have 2 pouches in there. So I'm going to make a 1 pouch tonight for supper instead of these mixed beans. Jay doesn't want beans tonight, but we'll have the seasoned green beans, the mashed potatoes, the pork, the crock pot, no, the pork that I made in the crock pot, and top it up with the caramelized onion and bacon gravy. No, it's not cake. While everything was in the crock pot this afternoon, I decided to make this. I was looking in the freezer and I found a pack of ground beef in the bottom of the freezer. And I thought, well, I'm going to use that up today and make something with some of the stuff I had in the freezer that was already open. So I still had this pack of spaghetti vegetables. I still have some left here. It's like an endless bag, which is fine. So I added it to the ground beef. I added an egg and some of the stuffing mix that I had in the pantry on the best before table. I also added a little bit of oatmeal, and then I shaped it and added some salt and pepper, a little bit of oregano, and then I said, okay, fine, let's put that in the oven. So I flattened it down all nice in this square pan and put it in for half an hour. After half an hour, I made a sauce. It was ketchup, mustard, Worcestershire, salt and pepper, and a little bit, 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. Mix that up, put that on top, put it in for another half hour at 400. So now I have these wonderful meat patties, as you can see. Ooh, very hot, very hot. So I'm going to let them cool off, and that's going to be something we're going to have on the weekend. Jay's been wanting hamburger patties, so I said I'm going to make some homemade hamburger patties, but I don't like doing it on the stove, and we're expecting lots of snow tomorrow, so we're not going to be doing it on the barbecue. So I figured, why not make a meatloaf, a flat meatloaf, and then just cut it up, and we'll put it in the freezer for this weekend when we go do our grocery shopping. And instead of stopping to get a burger, we're going to do that. We're going to get some onion buns and make our own meatloaf burgers, or meatloaf patties on an onion bun. Okay, so now that everything's ready, it's 4:30. Jay is home at 4:45. So I'm going to do it the easiest way possible. I'm going to take the green beans and put them in the microwave for 2 minutes. And actually, you know what? No, first I'm going to put the potatoes in the microwave. Follow directions on the box. So the milk, the water, the butter. Put it in the microwave while I cook this on the stovetop. Then when that's done, put that in the microwave for 2 minutes. That's the beans. And that will be ready in no time. Okay, so milk is in there. So 1 cup of milk. And then the caramelized onions and bacon mix. First time trying this. Let's see if it's any good. And I just keep stirring it, whisking it until it's ready. So I made up my plates. And I still have some left, so I'm going to make some barbecue pork sandwiches tomorrow with that. I have a couple buns from those hot dogs that I had, those chili dogs on the weekend. So I'm going to use those buns and make up some barbecue pork sandwiches tomorrow. And this is what we'll have for tonight. Supper's ready. Supper is ready. And we still have some gravy, just a little bit. Still have some wax beans. And of course the pork for tomorrow. So I'm going to take a little taste test of that gravy. Let you know if it's actually good or not. Oh my God. Oh. Okay. So I gotta find that gravy again, because I've never seen it on a shelf until that day that I bought it. I hope I can find it again, because I love the flavor of this gravy. It is delicious. Oh, it's hard to use a camera with one hand and cut this, so maybe I'll just take a bite of this big chunk here. Pork loin is divine. Delicious. So that's dinner for tonight. Another delicious meal.